you're supposed to be stopping.
These guys are hard at work already. They know it's the 10th build video here for the 10th year on YouTube for the Tanks a Lot project. Steve and Krazy Joe and Rookie in the house here. We're actually working on the LED flash system that's going to be going in the cannon. Joe, did you make sure it was unloaded first?
Oh my goodness.
Looks like you're about to do something dirty there, bud. What are you doing? The concentration is thick here. Trent, how are you? First time on the show?
So far I'm loving it.
In this build, this is Krazy Joe's kid.
Quite the intense build here.
It is.
It's a lot to fathom.
Yeah, well, first time you've seen something this large in RC?
Definitely.
Yes, very, very cool.
Definitely.
I'm glad you came by.
I can't wait to see it running.
We're gonna fire it up, hopefully, man. We haven't tested it or anything yet, so we're just at that stage now.
I'm pretty excited about the prospect.
Of course it's gonna work. Yeah.
If it doesn't work, I believe I throw somebody else under the bus.
I'm only a small amount of nervous.
Only a small amount, hey? Well, we finally get to see it all come together, hopefully. Most of it. There's still some things that are outstanding. I did go in, glue all the studs into the actual road wheels here, except for on the outside. I haven't done these, so this is a small detail that I have to go. When these guys were away, I painted the cable. I also put on the straps. All the way around, there's some items that have been finished and completed, including the studs on top. Still need to put on the back toe hook back there, the toe point, I should say. But a lot of this stuff, I think, is going to get wrapped up. I'm going to have to bring in the ramps so we can drive it off the table.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Check this out.
The driver.
Stop playing with your doll.
It's an action figure.
Doll.
The bullets.
Dolls are for chicks. This clearly says...
Shotgun.
Yeah, you can. This clearly says driver. He is my driver. What do you think, guys? Yeah, it is. Those... All the details I went in and got them done. Those rivets are deadly sharp. They're like... They can rip you open.
They're pretty sharp.
Yeah. Oh, you got one right there. On your mitts.
I don't think it'll leave.
Yeah. Someone had said they'd never heard hands referred to as mitts before. Stick out your hands. These are, look at the calluses on that, man. They have a head of their own. Hey, hey, what's up? Hey, all the calluses come together for like a reunion. What the frig? Look at this. This is from last week.
This is last week, yeah?
Nice.
Dude, that is... You need a tetanus shot, man.
I just crazy glued it.
Crazy glue for Krazy Joe.
Okay, servos set in. Watch the wires on the back, boys, right here. Watch the wires, please. Up, yeah. And you, are we?
No, we're not.
No, we're okay.
There you go, got it.
You're worrying about nothing?
No, actually, they were pulling. I have it on camera. Do you want to see the footage?
Yeah.
Let's see the instant replay.
Watch the wires on the back, boys.
Yeah, that's about her there.
That's maximum.
So we're good.
Just, yeah, you only got
we need that other-
fingertip under there, right?
That other one, Steve?
What do you think there,
Lights are too
Steve?
far.
Are they out too far?
That's okay, there's
They
still
should
loose.
be recessed.
Yeah, we
shouldn't
can
they?
move
Fine,
them.
that's fine.
You're okay. That other 3x12, Steve?
You'll see all the fine details are starting to be completed. Things I'm able to do during the week while these guys are off.
Yeah, some good job on that, man.
Thanks, man.
Find the hole?
Found the hole.
Waiting for lots of innuendo in this build. I loved it.
Okay.
In this bill?
In this
There.
build. Yeah, in everything, I guess. Nice. So I shortened the spring. I took the spring and I actually cut it because it was a little bit too long. Watch your fingers because it will snap back a little bit quicker now. There you go. Kaboom.
That's nice.
Yeah, isn't that nice and smooth?
That's way
That
better.
looked really good, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we're pretty
way
much
better.
at the point, I think. Let's double check our wiring for the last time
We do still have to plug all our servos
and
in.
plug in the servos.
Okay,
Yeah.
And these will probably be...
So these are getting plugged into the Fly Sky. You can see the model for FTR10. This is the receiver for the new Paladin PL18 that I'm actually going to be using. Just being released, very military style, almost more like a out of this world type of sound. Listen to this. 2 power buttons. Make sure all my safety switches are up.
Switch not in its highest position.
There we go.
Predator's wristband.
It does.
Did that radio just yell at you?
Yes, it did. It's giving me a warning. Turn your switches off.
Okay, slew goes to output 4,
Yeah.
and elevation goes to output 3.
I don't see 3.
Is that on the receiver or on the motion pack?
That's on the receiver.
Okay, so they're setting up the limit switch on the Canon right now on the tank. And so what I'm going to use is the touch screen on this Paladin. I'm going to go into my auxiliary channels right here. I'm going to set up, what channel is it plugged into?
6.
It's in 6, so I'm going to go to channel 6. I'm going to call this the barrel. Enter. Control is going to be, I can pick any switch here basically, so I can make it, let's make it a 2 position right here on this side. So I'm just going to go and hook it up to SWH, and then this way when I click this switch, that should fire the cannon. You have a look of concern, sir. What's up?
I'm just curious as to how we adjust the limit switches and
Yeah.
what we're adjusting them for and how we get the recoil mechanism to work.
Trial and error.
Trial
buddy.
and error? Okay,
Yeah, so I
sure.
think what we're going to have to do, if there is any issue, if this is overthrowing, then we just need to adjust the
Adjust your
endpoints.
endpoint?
Right? So we'll just have it so when it fires, boom, it automatically recoils.
Yeah, and that was my guess, is when this comes down, when you push your fire, that closes that switch,
Correct.
gives us
It turns it
a shot
until it reaches here,
until it hits there,
and then the limit switch.
and then that switch should kick it off.
And
And activate.
Like
And
that.
everything should be done.
Yes. Okay, you nervous?
I am
Nervous.
I'm nervous.
Excited.
We'll
Nervous.
pull the power cable
Scared.
if anything goes wrong.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, that's a limit switch issue. Clear.
Okay, first thing, auto firing.
So that's what you want.
Okay.
Push that switch. You want to set your switch, so that's where it always sits. And then when you touch it,
Yes.
it does 1 revolution. And
Excellent.
it comes back. That's how we
Okay.
touch the switch.
Yeah, touching the switch.
So that's where we want it.
Okay.
I think
You think?
we made some more adjustments.
Okay.
Adjusted the limit switch. I have this one on a momentary now.
Yeah.
And we've adjusted this guy, so at the full, it's closed.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Let's
I think
see
we're
it.
good.
Okay, ready?
And it should stay.
Here we go.
Yeah. On.
We're on.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and it stayed.
Oh.
Good.
Now if I touch the momentary.
Boom! Boom! Very nice.
Okay.
Let's see it roll.
We got one part working.
We do, we do.
Did we get?
Oh, movement, boys. Careful now. Careful.
Finding right here when you back it up. Too much slack in the track still.
No, there's no way it's too much slack. You know why? Look at the top of the track, Steve. It can't get any straighter or else
It's
it would
just
hit the
a
bump.
mix issue, Aaron. It's working fine.
It is working. Look at this. It's moving. Guys, it's freaking moving! It's moving! We did it! Holy cow! Where's the sound kit?
I don't know that yet.
With my Blizzard,
Whoa.
you have to go up to the corner
Yeah,
to
that's-
have it all on one stick. So this might be very similar to that being
It is
tracked,
very
right?
similar.
So we have some investigating.
So it's you got to play with your controller a little bit now.
Fire the cannon, Aaron. Boom. There it is.
Yeah. And I do hear something here.
Yeah, you hear the smoke kit.
Okay.
You're going to hear the smoke kit activating, so we probably want to shut that off just while we're... Oh, what did that happen?
That was the fan and the smoke kick.
It
'cause
was
it's
the fan.
throttle sensitive.
It is
Yes,
throttle
that's
sensitive.
what
Very
it is.
nice. More
Okay,
throttle,
but
more
we've
smoke.
got no sound in the unit so far.
It's okay. I'm sure it's just a simple wiring issue. Maybe the speaker got unplugged.
Is it hard to drive?
Wow, guys, cool. Hold on, hold on.
time to
Before we
walk
get
off
it off
the
the table, let's get it working here. Mister, you nervous, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's wondering why I'm not driving it yet.
Side of the table or something.
It's awesome.
There we go. Someone's got to hold the camera.
Just the way we have our mix set up, I don't like it. We need to adjust that before we attempt to drive off the table.
Yeah, I
or it
agree.
will go bad.
I agree.
It's-
Okay, go ahead. Turn it on.
Low signal.
No,
A bit louder.
it is loud, but nothing. Let me try a 3-post switch just in case. Yes! 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 Listen to that! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! That's not me doing it.
Hit the gun.
Hold on, here's the gun. Nothing. No boom. Can't turn it off. Okay, I can turn it off. Whoa. Wow. I don't know what just happened.
My heart is pounding.
I don't know what just happened.
That scared me, man, when it started up.
I thought it was going somewhere. Okay, so next we got to work on the boom.
Yes.
The boom.
And we've got the gun functioning, so why are we getting no sound?
And why did we get no LEDs out of it? So right now what we're troubleshooting is why we're not getting any sound or any LEDs lit up in the gun at the end here. We're not getting the kaboom sound that we're hoping for, but we're definitely getting the motion down with it. Apparently when we're reading online, we can't see anything in the instructions so far, but there is a certain startup method to get the flash and the boom to go, so that's what we're working on. Wait a second. There you go. Then the second one starts. That's an interesting sound. We haven't heard
that's a
that
new one.
before. That's
So
a new
it's-
sound.
So click that switch back to the middle.
So, okay. So
And then all
that's
way
the
to
startup. Then all, yeah. That's the second engine.
Now to the middle.
No. So that's very interesting. I wonder what that sound is.
What is that sound? It's built in.
I read or heard something about 3 times, toggle it 3 times.
Just like a Tamiya MFCU. Crazy. We just have to figure out the right sequence.
Yeah, it's.
You would think that we would clearly see this in the instruction book. Oh! 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 Look at this! Oh! Oh! Dude! Dude! What happened? Dude! Look, Knuckles!
You're in testing mode though right
Yeah,
now.
this is test mode.
Okay.
This is
works though, we just
really
gotta
similar
figure out
to
this
an MF.
Wow, I love those LEDs, dude. This
That
is
is
sick.
cool.
It is alive. Okay, we seem to have run into one more issue and we can't figure out what it is, but now the audio has stopped altogether and we're fearing that there might be something in the programming that we're not getting. We thought we had it and then the audio kind of faded away as the camera wasn't rolling. And we have been struggling for, well, 30 minutes trying to figure out how to get the sound to come back and nothing. Nothing. All the lights are on, everything is moving the way it should be when
Still
it's
have all
on.
our motion functions.
We
but
still have the motion.
No sound.
No sound. Dun dun dun. Shall we still try to take it off the table even though you can't hear it or what? Like, do we just end it here? Cliffhanger? Ah. So I know we're all a little disappointed, but like this is the elephant, right? This
It is.
it's historically
It's issues in.
it had its issues.
real life, so-
That's right. So I think
Expected.
it's only fair that when we're all so excited to see it rolling that we ran into a little bit of a problem, eh? We'll get to it. Don't be disappointed. I know we'll do it.
It still
Dang
moves.
sound.
It
still
moves.
makes all the functions. We
I want the
sound.
boom.
We need the boom. Somebody bring the boom.